7's first anniversary. August 30th, 2019 marks Epic 7's first anniversary. Oh my god, everyone has to be so happy about this. Sorry, but this is such a disappointment for a first year anniversary. We've gotten a 5-star hero ticket from various other things already. This is just boring. At least this anniversary should have given people a 4-star Moonlight Selector. Absolutely garbage. A 1-year anniversary, 1 year, and what do you show for it? Garbage. Not even a 5-star selector. Well, at least you achieved something. This is fine art telling us we're trash. 1 Molagora? Not even a Molagora Go? Omega lol. Great event, and I'm glad to see you're showing appreciation for your players, but the rewards are lackluster. Majority of the players have almost all nat 5 stars, and the dupe system in this game is not that good, so getting a dupe for a nat 5 doesn't mean anything. Not to mention the quantity of rewards are meh as well. You should have at least given what was most sought after in the game. Gold, Leaf, Molagora Go, and Energy. Instead of a nat 5. At least 365 energy a day for 7 days. At least 50 leaves. And more than just 1 million gold.
Ransom?
$30 billion in cash.
What are you babbling about?
Gold is gone in 2 shakes of a dog's tail if you craft and upgrade gear. Again, I'm not knocking you, but, which ignores everything else I just said before the but, the rewards could be more. I do see that there is a part 2 next week. Hopefully more is to come. If not, you will all have discontent players on your hands. Oh no, don't do that. Don't shoot the commenters. Oh, he done killed all the commenters. What is going on, guys? I'm Jesus, man. Jesus, man. Yo, people are PK. Let's look at this event. Let's see what it's all about. I'm just gonna go over it briefly. Thank you guys so much for being patient with me and me trying to adjust to my work schedule. A lot of Epic 7 videos I have to make, and I'm gonna have to start making them in advance because there's like so much news that comes out, and I still want to do guides. Guides are like still my favorite thing to do. I just haven't had time to sit there and like plan out what I want to say and stuff like that. But now it comes to my attention that the first year anniversary for Epic 7 is coming up, and congrats for the game being, in my opinion, in a pretty good state as far as, you know, being from a year. Knights Chronicles just had their year anniversary, and if I were to compare stats of like what they were a year ago in comparison to now, they made this artifact. Hopefully you guys can see it. I'm at 125. You guys better be able to see it. So pretty much it allows you that if one character on the team has this, they're getting 10% boost. If you guys don't know, if I'm not mistaken, I can obviously go in game. Let's check. Here it is. This is the pack that I used to buy. I considered it my monthly subscription to Epic 7. It gave you some Sky Stones, and you get Sky Stones for 30 days. You also get 10% Hero EXP. So in my eyes, what they actually are doing here with this artifact is giving you a little sprinkle of this, and that is what I used to buy this one specifically for over this one. Not because of this is $10 and the other one's $5. I know some people probably buy both, especially when energy is a concern for most people, but I would always buy this one because I wanted extra Sky Stone, and more importantly, I wanted more EXP. I wanted to raise my characters faster. So when they came out with this, it was cool. I thought it was actually kind of nice. I think the only thing that they should have added, since everyone's being picky, I hope that they make it like it doesn't cost to really take it off, because you're gonna be moving this thing, you know, a lot. Unless you put it, I guess you could put it on your farmer, but some people's farmers are their other units that they actually use. So, you know, let's say if my farmer is martial artist Ken for the time being while I'm raising, then when I want to use Ken for something else, I have to take this off, and then I have to, you know, put the other one on, and then when I go back to farming, you know, removing and taking stuff off. They did this with another artifact in a side event, and they eventually, during the event, it was free to take it on and off. But I think that something like this should probably have been, you know, this costs nothing to remove or something, because it doesn't even benefit you to level up currently. I know sometimes they do change it if there's a side story that's gonna come accompany to this, which I think there is. I think if we here, Rengar's Chaotic Full Moon Festival, it might be comboed with that, and then maybe the level makes sense. But if you check here, scrolling back up, if you check here, like 10% here, and this is 10%. This effect will not be applied if there's a supporter with it, which you can't even check if there's what artifact a support has. So, you know, I don't even know why they mentioned that. Like, you wouldn't want to RNG hope that you're getting 10% increase when you're farming, so it has to be on your own characters. This skill effect of this artifact does not increase when enhanced. I mean, you could see that it doesn't. I guess maybe people might think, oh, maybe it goes up by 2% or something. I think that would have been nice. Also, you know, it goes up to 20%. But it's better than what you're paying $5 for. So now, if you have the guild buff, you have that buff, and then you also have this artifact, you actually are sitting pretty good, in my opinion, as far as, you know, boosting the EXP of your characters. You know, if you're timing this up within your 30 days of having the 10%, you're actually gonna, you know, level up a little bit quicker, which to me is great, because when you are playing this game more than I am, like, I play very, very casually, so when you're playing this game more than I am, you will actually level up characters pretty quickly, and then you can go back to actually utilizing and enjoying those characters. I wonder if they're gonna make another artifact that increases like drop rate or something like that. That'd be interesting. Now, next thing up here is that they're changing the Automaton tower, which I still haven't done. I have to finish it. I know everyone said it's balls easy, and I really need to get on top of that, so I'm gonna definitely finish that out. Maybe you guys can watch me struggle. Let me know in the comment section below if you want to see me struggle, because I probably will struggle on the later levels, even though I heard it's been dramatically easy, but I'm pretty sure I might still struggle with it. Who knows? But this thing is pretty cool too. I thought that this was kind of nice. Now, instead, as you guys could probably notice here, that you're gonna get a chest, and when you get the chest, you actually can choose the rewards. Now, the reason why I like this specifically is because level 40 ring, I kind of hated when I was doing the Automaton tower, and that was one of the rewards, and I was like, I don't want this crappy gear. I would probably rather just pick up the charms and upgrade the better gear that I have, instead of getting a gear and then having to sell it and get not as much worth out of it, or even if I use it for enhancing, it's not that worth. So this is actually a pretty good change. I do applaud them for this, because I'm like, well, that's actually kind of good. I think that giving people the choice of what kind of reward they want after beating the tower, this is not usual. Usually they do not do this. You know, they do not, you know, do that for a reason. It's just like, that's the reward. You know, this is adding this into the coding is like, that's very nice, because they obviously could have just been like, hey, those are the rewards, shut the fuck up. So I appreciate that. And they even tell you the details of the chest, so they're really letting you know, like, they're not trying to trick anybody. They're really trying to make the Automaton tower something to do. And eventually I have to do this Elune video, and you know, that's one of my points in Elune videos, that they don't have much to do. They're also letting you see the title screen in advance. This is pretty cool. You know, Raz has not been relevant in the game because, you know, he's balls, and so is Mercedes. So, you know, they went shopping the whole year they weren't being used. They went sharp, and Arky's like, we're garbage. I mean, Arky actually gets more playtime than they all do. Mercedes is now an accountant. How bad of a hero do you have to be to become an accountant? Just saying. All right, so, and then it looks like this is a side story. Yeah, special side story coming up. Full Moon Festival. Looks like, you know, Ricarus has a new skin. Everyone else, this is, not important. Hazel, I think that's Judith, and that's Ricarus's brother, because it looks just like him. And then we have Zerato Tenebria, which I'm pretty sure she's going to be the troublemaker in this thing. Is that her hand? Oh no, she's eating. She's eating. Like, a lovely cheesesteak for you, whatever that she's doing. Karen, and this character, who is he? Who are you? Because I've never seen that outfit ever. So I'm really curious on what this character is, who they are, and to look like maybe a new character. Even though they revealed like 3 characters, I don't think she looks like any of them. So I think this is going to be the original cast. They might give us a Ricarus skin, you know, and maybe you can earn it like that. Yuna is, funny thing about Yuna is that she always, this is clearly a upskirt, and no one in the back seems to care. no perverted guys. Maybe actually he is, because he is looking. You see the eyes? Maybe I'll draw lines or something.
I've got you in my sights.
He goddamn, you know, damn girl. My man is about to be the assistant, president's assistant every time she says something. But she always like, I feel like she's always like this, and like this is clearly showing her ass to whoever's behind, and Ricarus, hashtag Ricarus sees all or something. My boy, he's like, God damn. I need to continue the video or I'll be here for like an hour. They're also doing buffs throughout the duration. I usually miss majority of these, to be completely honest with you, but if you guys know, gold increase, it seems like rune drop up, hunt materials. So certain days up until the 4th, we're gonna be blessed by the Smilegate gods with some buffs, which is cool. And here it is, guys. Oh my god, this one I think made me laugh the most. Now, a 1 year anniversary, I did think it would have been funny if they let you do the selective summon again. Not because, you know, it's gonna ruin the balance of the game, and because one, it's just summoning, two, you know, you're not gonna guarantee get anything good. There's no guarantee of getting anything. And if they really wanted to, it could have just been the old selective summon. So selective summon, if you guys don't know, has a barrier to it. I think it cuts off on a certain update, so it's only like the original cast. So whatever. So people could have fished for an artifact. People could have fished for a certain 5 hero. Like I would probably fish for Aramentha or Ludwig or something like that. What they decided to do is just give you 10 free summons. I'm looking at this and I'm saying it's not that bad. It's cool. I think that I would have preferred, obviously, like I'm not knocking them, but I know a lot of people probably might look at this as being a jerk. But I do think that this would have been cool, because I just liked what the selective summon was. It was kind of fun. It was like you kind of got to choose what it was. Even if this was like 10 summons and you can that have a higher rate and you can kind of see which one you want, kind of thing, I think I would have preferred that also. Just something a little bit more exciting than just 10 regular covenant summons. I just think that specifically is not fun. Like you're gonna blow through that without even thinking. But the only thing that I have to critique people on that are upset about this is that now in the Covenant summons, there are Moonlight characters now. So I could see why maybe they thought that if they gave you some Covenant summons that you would possibly get a Moonlight character. And of course, you know, I don't want to make it seem like everyone complains, because everyone is not complaining. I want to show you guys one that I really liked. There was a comment I really liked. But of course, people are complaining like, oh, you're not going to get what you want. You know, you're gonna get dupes, and some people are really happy. Holy shit, this is great. Wow, thanks. Lame. Thanks, better than nothing. But see, like comments like this, it really does suck, because it's like it's what is it, condescending? I think it is. It's like, well, yeah, whatever, I guess. You know, like, to be fair, they don't have to, like, the culture of gacha games have gotten to the point where people always feel like when something happens, they deserve something. And it's like, you better give us something for playing your game. And it's like, most of the time when you go to games that do like charge, you know, they just drop the game and that's it. You don't expect the game to give you anything. You know, some games have been out for multiple years and you don't see them giving them free DLC in the year anniversary. Mostly it would be like something on Twitter, like oh, that's really cool, you know, they decided to do something, but most of the time they don't. But in gacha, people expect events every holiday. They expect something, you know, on the anniversary. They expect these things, and they don't have to do anything. They kind of honestly just put out like, you know, very like just the fact that it's a 1 year and just did that side story, and they could have honestly left it at that. To be fair, like I hope you guys understand, like I'm pretty sure most of you guys agree that they don't have to do anything. They really don't. So as much as they've done, they made an artifact to give away from you. They're giving you some free summons. They're giving you Molagora. It's only one Molagora. Yeah, fucker, it's only one Molagora. It should have at least been this one. Why? Why does it have to be what you want it to be? Like, I understand that some people do think like, oh, if it's lackluster, that means they don't care. But at the same time, that's just not the case. It's not that they don't care. It's like they do have to watch what they give. You don't want to ruin the economy of the game. Oh, here it is. You don't want to ruin the economy of the game just because, you know, you want to make people happy and then they leave anyway. This guy right here, this is the hero. So if there was no other hashtags that you guys want to put in this video, put hashtag IOF SFH is the hero. Look at this. This guy is the truth of the matter. Reading through some of the comments here pains my heart. It's as if they wouldn't be satisfied until they unlocked every character for free, have a make your own gear mechanic for free, and having every event cost no energy, and by then people would also complain about PvP balance. Please grow up and realize that despite running a free-to-play model, they're already generous enough to give us a shit ton of freebies. Behind the game is a lot of developers, artists, programmers trying to make a living and a profit, and that making an event like this is probably cutting into their income. I don't think that's true at all, by the way, in an attempt to get more players to play long term. If you really want that 5-star so badly, then by all means stop complaining and go whale. I wouldn't suggest that either. Instead of crying in the forums and not for not getting a 5-star selector that would hurt the game's balance in the long run. I also don't believe that, but the part about, you know, that they do have to make some type of money. The game is, I hate that when games go free to play, they do get themselves in this situation where it's like you gotta spend something, so we gotta make these crappy deals. But for the most part, you know, they don't, my point is, like, they don't really have to give you anything. The game is free to play, so you shouldn't even expect anything. You should be learning that you have to grind and you have to do all this other stuff. And I feel like people do get spoiled by this. Like, should they have given us a 5-star selector or a moonlight selector? What did someone say? A 4-star moonlight selector? You know, all this other stuff. Should they have done that? They definitely don't have to. There was one comment of someone said that they that everyone has all the Nat 5s. I'm like, what, bro? What? I don't think that most people have a lot of the Nat 5s. I mean, most people have every single limited character that ever been introduced. I would say that, you know, most people would probably have that. And people have a decent amount of Nat 5s. Everyone's so afraid of getting a dupe. You know, that's not the developer's fault if you wailed out and got a bunch of characters and they weren't dupes at one point, and now you got so many characters already. They can't really cater to you as a character. Obviously, this guy is not talking about that. It was somebody else, but come on, like, giving you a 5-star selector, I mean, it sounds cool because then, oh, you're gonna get that one character. That's why I don't think that a selector messes up the balance. Like, if a selector messes up the balance, that means that there is a character that is unbalanced. that was what that means. And people who have that character are benefiting off of it. And if you don't, you are screwed. And a selector actually would be more balanced because then it would mean that other people can actually access that character. That's kind of how that would work. Game is not gridlock to make money in that way. I would say, like, that's what this person's talking about, you know, the developers, the artists, the program. So when you see these character models and these new characters, and they, you know, they look pretty cool, you know, they have voice lines, and unless everything is done in studio, I don't know who the voice actors are for each of these characters, but they have to be paid too. You know, that's why, you know, they don't have monologues, and that's why the side story isn't voiced. You know, because that would be so expensive. I don't know if you guys know that. Like, it's very expensive. It's very expensive to have someone, you know, voice characters. They have a couple quotes, say stuff during their S3 animations, and that's it, you know? So, yes, the game needs to make money. It needs to be able to not only make money for the people that are currently working on stuff, but they also need enough money to do new things, you know? And let's say, and I could even be more honest, let's be super honest here. Well, let's say the game actually is not making the margins that it needs to make, and that's why you guys aren't getting the rewards you want. You guys were being cheap, and that's why, you know, that would include myself. But, you know, that could actually be a reason. Maybe that's why we don't have a selector. Epic 7's not making enough money. So they was like, yo, y'all can get 10 summons or some shit. But I never care. I'm definitely just grateful. Oh, that's cool. Whatever. They gave us some stuff. You know, that's cool. I never will be like, you should have done this. I would prefer other things because I just prefer different things. We all are different individual people. Beautiful people. Sorry. At the end of the day, just appreciate what they give out. They do not have to give out anything. They could have just take half of this stuff and made it into a pack. First year anniversary pack, which I'm pretty sure there's going to be something like that along the lines. But, you know, that could have just been in packs. They 100% did not have to give that to you in free content. They could have packaged it up for $2, $3, $4, $5. And a lot of people would have just been like, $5 anniversary. And they could have made that. So just keep that in mind. And let me know what you guys think about this event in the comment section below. And I got some more content coming up for you guys. Vivian guide, side story so you can skip. And I know I'm behind. I might even give you guys another Epic 7 video by the end of the day outside of this one, because I love you guys so much, and I know most people aren't gonna watch this because this video looked like long as fuck, but I'll edit it down. We're at 34 minutes. I don't know why I like telling you guys this. It's just kind of fun. 34 minutes. Let's see how much I can craft this down. But remember, every day at the Kashino is your lucky day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.